Mike Craven here with North Texas defensive lineman Mazin Richards, all-Texas selection defensive lineman Mazin Richards. Y'all are changing from a four-man front to an odd-man front. For you, how does that change what you do on Saturday?
Really, last year I was more of a linebacker. I had a lot more coverage responsibilities, so I was, covering tight ends, running backs, and slot receivers. But now I'm just rushing the passer now this game. So I'm just on the line, handing the dirt, just a true defensive end this time.
What do you like most about that? I'd imagine just being able to pin your ears back and go.
Absolutely. I'm kind of a pass rush guy. That's like kind of my calling card. So just being able to rush the passer almost every play is going to be fun for me.
I've always wanted to know, as somebody who obviously cannot rush the passer, what makes a good pass rusher? Like, what are those 2 or 3 skill sets that you really need to be able to pull that off?
I would say instincts is one. Just being able to react off of certain blocks. You have to read the blocks like in a split second, but also having good speed and just like good. You have to have some good like techniques though. Technique is number one for sure. But yeah.
New coach, new conference. Kind of how much change has been going on behind the scenes, and how do you think the team's kind of reacted to it?
It's been a good amount of change. We're changing our culture. That's number one. He's brought in a good strength staff and a good supporting cast of coaches. It's really helped us get closer as a team. But it's all changing for the better, for sure.
You're here at Media Day. You see kind of these different teams that you haven't played before. How exciting is it to kind of get a new group of guys to go up against and a new group of teams to kind of play against and get ready for?
It's really fun. I kind of experienced this already last year. I came in from a D2 school, playing, higher competition this past season. So it was fun to, see the talent every Saturday and, play up to it, and try and do your best against them. But it's good seeing all these teams around here, just getting ready to play them the fall. It's coming up pretty soon, so we're ready for it.
I wanted to ask you that. You came up from D2 as a transfer. How quickly or how long did it take you to realize, like, I belong here, I can play with these guys?
I'm not going to lie. When I first, committed, I was like, man, I got to really put in some work because I was like, if it doesn't work out, then I'm just not cut out to play here. So I just worked really hard over the summer, and then when I got into our first little, mini practices, we did a pass rush, and I didn't really lose a rep throughout the whole summer camp and during the season, so it's really a confidence booster for me. It just shows my skills translated to the next level.
What are your expectations for this team going into 2023?
My expectations are pretty high. I want us to, complete, every goal we have, conference championship, bowl championship, but, everything starts one day at a time, so we're just working towards that every day.
Eric Morris is known as an offensive coach. He's an offensive coordinator, high-flying offense. As a defensive guy who faced it all spring, what are the challenges of stopping that unit?
They're just really fast. They're gonna have good tempo. So just being able to, keep your wind up and rush the passer and just do your job. They're moving fast, so you have to do, lock in and get the play call.
And then lastly, it feels like Katie Davis and some of those guys were kind of the leaders of that group. You were a new guy last year, so probably harder to lead. But being an experienced guy, being one of the best players on the team, how do you go about building that leadership role?
It's a really humbling process. I came in, I was kind of a quiet guy, but, that just speaks to our team that we have. They really took me under their wing and made sure I was, one of the guys. And it's just an honor to be here, being chosen for this opportunity. It's really good because that means that the coaches and my teammates see me as a leader on the team. So I'm just trying to get better at that every day, be a good leader.
All right, sir. Appreciate the time.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you.